to Blushing Shades. This is my weekly blushing obsessions, and I do have a lot that I want to share with you, so I'm going to skip a really long intro and just get right into it. And I do have a fail, so I'm going to talk about the fail first, and it is this Urban Decay brush. This is the Optical blurring brush. I love the Naked foundation. It's like one of my holy grail foundations, and I've heard really great things about this brush, that it's a must-have if you like that foundation. And so I thought I would give it a try. The price wasn't too bad on it. It was $26, which I thought was pretty good for a foundation brush, because most high-end brushes you're looking around $45 and up. So I thought that was a really great deal, but I did not care for it. I actually prefer my Real Techniques buffing brush over this one, and you can kind of see it's almost shaped the same. But this one's a bit more flimsy, so I didn't feel like I had the control that I do have when I use my Real Techniques brush. So I would maybe just save your money and skip this brush altogether and give your buffing brush a try by Real Techniques. It is half the price. I think it does actually a better job. I felt like this left a lot of streaking, and I actually found it really harder to blend with this as well. So I don't know, they're both like dense, but this one I just don't feel like I have the control when I'm putting on my foundation. So I was not a fan of this brush. It will be going back, and by the way, if I don't like something, I'm returning it, because it is my money that is being spent on really expensive products, and I don't want things to just sit around and I'm not using it. So this brush is definitely going back. It is definitely not worth it. My drugstore brush does a better job. So that is my fail for this week. Let me know in the comments down below if you've tried this brush and what you think about it. Okay, so I'm gonna go on to a couple things that is not makeup related, and let's talk about this first. This is the Wild Rose plus Vitamin C Advanced Brightening Sleeping Facial. I've been having super dry skin lately, especially around like my T-zone area. So which is kind of weird for me, because normally I'm oily, which I still am, but I still have like these dry patches on my skin. So this stuff has been really helping. I'm actually almost out of it. I do want to repurchase this down the road. I don't have much left, but it definitely is a lifesaver. First time, like once my skin is dry and I use it, I do notice a difference, but I even notice a bigger difference if I use this at least 2 or 3 times a week. So I really like it. I love the smell. It leaves your skin really, really soft and bright, and it does a really good job of helping with my dry patches. So I highly recommend this. I think this is by Korres. Yeah, by Korres. So you can pick this up at Sephora. Okay, so next is this brush. So I've heard a lot of people talk about the wet brush, and it's really good to brush out your hair when your hair is wet. So I really needed a brush to do that. I have a lot of hair, but it's super fine, so it gets tangled really easy. And I find like with the pick, the pick doesn't do nothing for me. It doesn't get rid of my tangles. It takes like an extra 10 more minutes to comb out my hair, and I can't take it anymore. So I've heard people talk about this, and I was like, oh, I didn't want to get it because I wasn't sure if it was going to work, but it really does. It does a great job of getting rid of my tangles, and it's super easy. And I even find that my hair is not breaking with this. So I purposely bought this brush because I needed something to use to get rid of my tangles when my hair is wet, because it's really bad. Like my hair is really dry, so I mean that's another reason why it gets tangled really fast. But this brush is definitely a lifesaver. Even if you guys have kids, if you have a little girl that has really long hair, because I know like my cousins, they have really long hair and they have a hard time finding something to comb out their tangles. So I do suggest maybe picking this up and giving this a try. I was really surprised by it, and yeah, it's a great brush. And I find that my hair looks shinier with it. I don't know. So I really like it, so I had to mention that. I have purchased a sample of the Smashbox Step 1 Smoothing Primer, and I really like it. But I'm holding myself back on buying the full size because I have so many primers that I need to use up that are really nice, and I don't want them to go to waste. I did also finish my Hourglass Veil, which is probably still like my holy grail primer. I just think it's amazing. And so I decided to pull out the NYX Angel Veil that I had purchased because I've been neglecting it. And I'm not sure why I have, because it's actually really nice. I do find it actually controls my oil quite, yeah, it's pretty good. I still have to blot in between depending on what foundation I'm wearing. It's not as good as the Hourglass, but it's very comparable. So if you're looking for like a cheaper alternative, then I do recommend this one. It does have like a white base, so it does a really good job of like brightening. Just like the Hourglass. It's a lot thicker than the Hourglass, maybe just a tad bit more creamier, but I don't know, it's a nice primer if you're looking for a cheaper version of the Hourglass. So I've been enjoying that. And for foundation this week, I've been kind of rotating between my NARS Luminous foundation and the Naked foundation. So I've been kind of just rotating between those. Okay, so I'm going to move on to this contouring cream by Sonia Kashuk in Rich Bronze. I really like this, and I actually like it more than I thought that I would, because to be honest with you, I did purchase the lighter one and I didn't care for it as much. So I was kind of like, oh, I don't know if I want to purchase this again, but I've heard so many great things about it. I thought I would just give it a try. Once again, Sonia Kashuk is leaving Canada, Target is leaving, and I will not be able to get this product again. So I thought I would try it in the darker shade, and I actually really, really like it. This is the shade right here. It's obviously too dark for somebody with fair skin, but somebody with a medium to darker, this is a really nice contour. I don't find that it's too orange on my skin. I do add the Kat Von D contour palette on top of this to set it, and I just think it does a really great job. So if I want to have like a really deep contour, then I will definitely use a cream underneath, and it just does an excellent job. So I'll just do a quick swatch. They're actually really soft and they blend really nice into the skin. So there is the Sonia Kashuk one. It's a tad bit on the orange side, but like I said, I make it work with the powders, and it just kind of cancels out the orange for me. So I really like it, and it looks really natural on the skin. Let's move on to blush. Actually, let's talk about this eyeshadow first before I go on to blush, because I only have one single eyeshadow to share with you, and it is the Urban Decay Solstice eyeshadow. I can never say that name, but I did do a tutorial on this. I will leave that link for you down below, but it is such a pretty, unique color. It's a nice chrome shade with some pink and some green. And it's a little bit on the taupier side too. I'm not wearing it today. I'm actually wearing something different. It's a Sephora brand, which I do plan on maybe doing a tutorial on. If you guys are interested in this look, let me know in the comments. But I just love the Moondust eyeshadows by Urban Decay, especially this one. This one has to be my favorite out of all of them, including like the older ones that they have. This is just the top one for me. And that's just used dry. You can use these wet, and if you use your Max Fix Plus, it will just do wonders to your eyes. But even on its own, if you just use your fingers, it's amazing too. So I love this. Okay, so we'll move on to blush. The first one is an oldie, but it is like one of my all-time favorite blushes, and every time I wear it, it just makes me feel beautiful. You know when you have a product that you put on and you feel so good and it makes you feel so pretty. I was maybe thinking of doing like a video with like certain products that make me feel pretty. Let me know what you guys think, but I just love it. It's the Illamasque blush in Lover. It is a beautiful apricot shade. I don't know what else to say about this color other than it is perfection to me. It is beautiful on the skin. These blushes are the softest blushes that I've ever owned or touched. So that's the color right there. It's a lighter kind of orangey apricot shade. Just trust me when I tell you that you need this color. If you don't have this color, this is the one that I recommend. If you have like olive skin, even if you have lighter skin, darker skin, this color will just look good on anybody. This was my favorite last summer. I mean, you could definitely wear this all year round if you wanted to. I'm just gonna get a good use out of this blush, and it's amazing. I cannot even get Illamasque products here anymore, which kind of makes me sad because I do want to get more shades. because these are probably like the best blushes that I've ever tried, in my opinion. So I really love them, highly recommend, love her, it's beautiful. Another Estee Lauder blush. I've been totally obsessed with their blushes. If you guys haven't tried them, try at least one. My favorite one is Alluring Rose. I just think that is a must color because it's one of those colors that it's gonna look good on everybody. It's very natural on. It still gives you a beautiful color to your skin and it goes with any look. It's just a color that I recommend. This one is called Lover's Blush, and I seen Lisa D1 talk about this blush, and she liked it because it was a really nice kind of soft neutral blush. She said it was different from anything that she owned, and unique. I wouldn't say it's like a must-have blush. I don't know if it's unique and different, but it is a very nice blush. So if you are looking for one that is very natural on the skin, you're doing a really dark, dramatic, smoky eye, and you want something really soft and neutral, then this is the color for you. I don't think this would show up on you if you were darker than I am. I am wearing it today on top of a blush that I will be talking about next, but it's just beautiful, layered even over top of other blushes because it leaves a very pretty glow, not a glow, but a nice sheen to the skin. You look at it and it looks like it's got a tiny bit of flecks of shimmer in it, but it doesn't transfer onto the skin. Like I said, it just leaves a very nice satin look, satin finish to the skin. So I really love this blush, and these are really, really nice. They're not as soft as Illamasque blushes, I will say, but actually this would look really good topped over the Illamasque one. So yeah, I love it and I do recommend this one for sure. The last blush that I will talk about is by Clarins. This is the first Clarins, am I saying that right? Clarins, yes. This is the first time I ever bought any of the blushes. My friend Chelsea from Chelsea Gary, I will also, anybody I talk about, you guys, it's always going to be linked down below, but she talked about one of the blushes, and so she kind of intrigued me into purchasing one, and I seen that this was part of the spring collection. I asked the lady if it was limited edition. She said it is, but it will be part of the permanent line, so that's kind of nice. It comes in this like red sleeve, which I do keep my stuff in the sleeves that does come in because I don't know, I don't want to wreck the beautiful packaging. It does leave fingerprints on it, but I really like it that it's gold. I really just like this packaging and the shape of it. So here is the blush right there. It's got, well, it only has two different shades. So these two here are the same, and then you have, ooh, sorry, I gave you guys the finger. That wasn't on purpose. Okay, there's, and you got your pink neutral shade. But this is so pretty. It has like a bit of like a coral to it. I guess to me it's almost like a rosy, a light rosy, slightly peachy color, I guess you can say. But again, this is one of those kind of natural looking blushes, but gives you a really nice soft peachy pink cheek. I actually really like it. I am wearing it today, and then I have the Lover's blush over top, and it's just beautiful. It just looks fresh. My cheeks just look fresh, if you know what I mean. I mean, I don't know. Anyways, so sorry, did I say what this was? This is called Sweet Rose number 80. Moving on to lip products. So I have two lip pencils that I do want to talk about. The first one is by Clinique, and it's called Sky Violet. I was watching Tara Baby. I was watching her, I don't know if it was a haul video that she was showing, but she said that this was a dupe for one of the NARS lip pencils that Jaclyn Hill like raved about, and has been like sold out on the NARS website. So she said that this was the closest color that she could find to that. I will leave the name down below because I don't remember the name of that lip pencil. But I really like these lip pencils. I do own another one from Clinique, and it's called, oh, I don't have it in front of me. Yeah, I don't have it in front of me, but I'll just swatch this color for you. So that is the shade right there. It's just kind of like your rosy, pinky shade color. Now, I do feel like this color is a little bit overhyped on YouTube, so I don't think it's like a color that you need to like run to and get. If you want a cheaper alternative, then just go for the Clinique one in Sky Violet, because I really like these lip pencils. I do like the color, don't get me wrong. I just don't feel like it's one of those like must-have shades. So if you want to save your money a little bit, then just get the one by Clinique. So that's the color right there. I am wearing it today on topped with the Marc Jacobs lip cream in Georgie Girl, which I wasn't going to include in this video, but since I'm wearing it today, I'm just going to tell you guys what I have on my lips. So this is what I have on top of that lip liner. And I really like this color. I don't think this is like a must-have color. I feel like I have many similar colors to this in my collection already, so I don't feel like you need to go out and like get this color. But I do like the next color that I will be sharing with you, and it is the Marc Jacobs Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Oh, this color is really, really nice. This is just a 100-point perk that I got at Sephora, which I might need to go get the full size of this. I don't think this little guy is going to last me because I really like it. I see myself wearing this color a lot. I do have a picture on my Instagram with me wearing this shade. If you guys are interested, my Instagram will always be linked down below. But that is the shade right there. It actually looks better on the lips, in my opinion. Once this is on your lips, it just does something to them. And I love it. So that is it right there. Now somebody was saying that this didn't work for them because they found it to be a little bit dry. Now keep in mind that these are a long wearing lipstick, so anything that is long wearing will eventually dry your lips out by the end of the day. That's just the experiences that I've got with long wear lipsticks, but I found that I was okay with this one. I would say between the 5 to 6 hour mark, I did feel like my lips were kind of getting a little bit dry, but not as dry as some of like the liquid lipsticks would do to your lips. So I still really like the formula. And if you can get your hands on the 100-point perk one, do it. If you want to give them a try first before you purchase a full size. But I really like this one, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, highly recommend it. Back to the other lip pencil, another Marc Jacobs lip pencil. This is in the color Nudist. This is their long wear lip pencil, and let me tell you something about this lip pencil. It's definitely long wearing. I like it because it's retractable, which is nice. You don't have to worry about sharpening them, and I really love the Marc Jacobs packaging. So here is the color in Nudist. There was 2 other ones in this line, but I picked this one because I feel like this color would go with most of my lipsticks I do own. It is a darker nude color, but it's really nice. They go on really smooth and they last all day. And the lipstick that I've been pairing this with is another Marc Jacobs lipstick, and look at how pretty this packaging is. I personally really like the packaging. I think it's very classy. I love the nude color. I think it's very pretty. And this is in the color Anais, something like that. I will leave it in the description bar for you guys. I swatched most of the colors in the Nudist line, and I felt like this one had more pigmentation than some of the others. So that's why I chose this one over the other ones. I'm not like a big fan of sheer lipsticks because when I put a lipstick on, I want to actually see some color on there. So I did pick the one that was a little bit more pigmented. So I will swatch it for you. It does have a little bit of peachiness to it, but this paired on top of the Nudist just gives a really pretty darker nude. So just very classy in my opinion. Okay, so that is everything that I wanted to share with you guys. I know it was a lot of stuff, but I just can't help myself sometimes. I needed to share them with you, and I'm happy that I did. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, and also if you guys have any like videos that you want to see from me, please let me know in the comments down below, because I want to film some videos for you guys that you want to see. So let me know. I hope that you guys have a fabulous weekend. Be safe, whatever you guys are doing, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.